Hi everyone, welcome to High Plane Games. It's Simon here, and this is Darknet, as you can see, by E. McNeil. I've featured quite a few of his games on my channel beforehand. They're always in VR and non-VR modes. This is the only one that's made the leap from PC to console though. And all of his games are really short and simple strategy games that have got like a core mechanic that is really simple to pick up, but you can play with it and have good, quick, strategic brain dumps, essentially. So, you are a hacker. You are charged with hacking lots and lots of things, and you need to be able to do that effectively by diving into a visualization, which is what we're going to do in a second, and basically buying viruses, planting them in different places and taking over data, which translates to money, which allows you to buy more viruses and more other tech to help you get to the root of the data that you need to steal. Now, each piece of data has a reward, a difficulty percentage, and how much I stand to lose if I fail and how much I stand to gain if I do well, and a time limit to get something done by. An email server within the Ivory Coast, hack in and get all its contents. So this is a bit more of a difficult one. I'm going to probably go with something quite easy to show you, and these difficulties will ramp up essentially as you get further and further into the game. Corporate espionage run, obtain all data from listed server, ideally without being detected. Well, let's... There's the Ivory Coast. Let's go there.
Initiating connection.
So, we'll dive into this visualization, which will be lots and lots of nodes connected around in different colours, which is what we've got here. So as I scroll around, you can see each data node has a value attached to it, and you'll have like a ICE, which is, or ICE rather, which is like a security type node, and what we're looking for is this root here. Now you can see this root has two firewalls involved. Now you can try and go straight for this firewall. You can see that it's been connected by sentinels, which are giant nodes, or ones that are shielded, which are going to have extra security in it to help you not get to those nodes. So before the clock starts, you kind of need to plan out your route of where you're going to vaguely go beforehand. So there's a couple of ICEs there which are giving out shields to other people. So what will happen as soon as we'll start off, I'll explain the actual mechanics, but I'm going to pick something of tiny value. Let's go for this 1.3. As soon as we hit this, we will start. But before I start, I'm just going to zoom out, and you will have something called a virus, a hydra, an exploit, and a worm. Each one does different things. I'm going to equip a second virus because that is going to really help us. But as soon as we dive into here, we'll dive in. You'll have the central piece of information in the middle and these blue little nodes, and what you need to do basically is attach your virus to these nodes and then hit into the center, and you'll see they'll exponentially expand out. And what you're wanting to do is to hit the data to get that out before you get detected by any of the blue security nodes. Now that is the most simplest piece of tech at its core of how this game works. So with this one, I can just go straight in over there, and I should reach that piece of data before I hit any blue stuff. You can hit blue stuff and it will start to retrace and wipe away all of your trace of your steps, but if you can still reach the the yellow bit in the middle first, then you'll be fine. Now the first few bits of data that we're going for, I don't think we can do this one. Let's try that to there. That gets rid of that. From that to there. We should now be okay. Yeah, right, cool. So you don't have to deploy all of your viruses at once. So this is busy building us up funds. Funds are great. And what we can do is dive out, and now that we've got a couple of viruses in, what I'm going to do is buy a Hydra. Now what a Hydra does is that you can plant it in any cell that you've already got or node, and it will go around and automatically infect anything that isn't shielded. Now that kind of makes me think, should we try it? Yeah, actually. For the sake of trying to do well, let's go for this piece of data here, which we might or might not be able to do with 2 nodes. I don't know, I think we'll be okay, you know. Let's do a 1 and a 2. It's going to hit. Ah, we missed it. Right, so we can dive back and restart. We're going to need a 3rd node for that. A 3rd virus, sorry. Or will we? So let's do a 1. That will get rid and clear that. Now we can go in. No. Damn it. So that's what happens when something goes wrong. So what I'm going to do is we will dive out. Let's select our Hydra and let's dive in, and we're just going to plant it in here and then watch it go. So anything that is not shielded, it will collect. So it's collected all of that bundle there, including the thing that we couldn't get to. And what that then does is we allocate all of that money. Look, we've now got 73k in funds. We can grab a virus, we can grab a 2nd virus, and now we've got 4 nodes that we can effectively now punch for to do well. So let's try and have a look at this shielded one here, which again is slightly bigger. These yellow things here will like short circuit you out. I think, yeah, we're going to run into trouble. Let's try this. Yeah, so that's wiped that out. Let's do that. I think that'll get rid of that. I'm going to do that there, because that will short circuit that, and then we've still got a 4th one which can go in. That was cheeky, but you can see how you can really strategically change up and do different things to get around what you want to do, and that's what I love about this game, is that there is no one.
Like exploits, worms can be used to weaken the network security,
which is great. And you're going to make me buy one. So worms will corrupt a node, weaken its neighbours. If you had captured the node, then it's been stored into captured nodes. So what we can do here, and I'll just stick it in.
The worm will travel to a nearby node and corrupt it, removing nearby firewalls, as if you had captured the corrupted node.
So, mega helpful. Oh, that looks tricky, this one. I'm going to go 1. I don't know if we've done enough, actually. It's going to be a chase. We've done it. Cool. So, our worm is in here, which is great. So I'm going to go 1. hell of a lot of dosh, because those green things basically mean that everything is nice and easy to get hold of. So again, what we could look at doing is going for a... yeah, I would actually. Let's dive out. Let's grab a Hydra. And we'll stick the Hydra into here. And then look at it go and capture all of these for us. So again, look at how we are spreading our seed. And I'm doing this in a very linear way. I don't really need to. That makes sense. So I'm going to dive into here because what I'm trying to do is show you the different mechanics of the game. So not only have we got these things that will short circuit and blow out stuff, we've also now got firewalls. Now firewalls, for the purposes of showing you what it does, is if I go into here, this firewall will basically block and trigger that back. At the same time, that short circuited stuff out. So this is going to be very much about do another one there. And you can see that gets rid of another one. We'll do one here. That'll get rid of another firewall. Oh, we captured it because we didn't hit the firewall. Great. But you can see how that firewall then causes us additional problems. But look, that then weakens everything else that's around it, which is great for us. However, you don't need to do that. You can just go in and buy an exploit. And what an exploit does is if you've got a Sentinel, or which are the blue ones, and you want to be able to make things better, you can just chuck an exploit in there, and you can see that weakened that one, and downgraded it, but it also weakened everything else around it as well. So let's dive into here and see what we can do. Ooh, okay. Alright, let's go for a 1. And then we're going to do a 1, 2, 3 and a go. So as you can see, the bigger the Sentinel, the bigger the thing. And this is going to end up as a chase, but we've done it. Nice. There you can see we're weakening more and more. So we're going round. So let's dive out. So I want to be able to buy more viruses essentially. So we're now up to 6 that we can play with. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Or am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to go 1. Then look at how that cleared the way for us to go all the way up here. Now we might hit this one first actually. No, we're okay. Let's put 30k in there. Trigger that one. So that will then get rid of that. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. It's trickier than I thought it was going to be. And look at how we're breaking through essentially, albeit breaking through kind of the wrong way. So let's dive out, let's grab an exploit again. So ice basically is one above a Sentinel. So now that we've got rid of that, we can dive into the Sentinel. Now, do we have an... Ah, look, all of the firewalls in the world. That's probably not going to be a good move for us straight away. But what we'll do is we'll go for this simple one. It says simple. It's not really. We needed quite a few to get around that. But that then just reduces that to a shielded. Of which I'm going to go one. And I'll do two to eliminate the closest ones there. 4, 5, 6. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. One. Can't quite tell which one's going to get where first, so let's go for that. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're fine.
Error. You cannot enter a node you have already captured.
I know. Right, so we can go straight into that one. That will then get rid of the firewall there. So we can now look at this one much easier. So for me, this is about going doink. That is still standing. We can do a one. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, do that one there. And then these two can be together. There we go. We'll get there eventually. It's fine. But that's what I mean. There are so many different ways of going around doing a level. That's why I find this game really, really intriguing. And of course, a lot of this isn't necessary. I could just go straight for the route. But where's the fun in that? Because it's only 2 away. We only really needed to do that one. Okay. So let's buy a 7th virus. And then let's buy another exploit. Now that is the route, so let's focus a bit more on this bit around here. So look at how that then degrades everything down, and what we could then do is come out, buy a Hydra, straight in. There we go. That sucks that all up nice and quickly. Oh, and a couple over there as well. Handy. Now, if we'd have had that all joined up, we'd have got those couple at the end there as well. Right, so let's go for some big chunkies. Will that be enough? I think it will. Yes. back. I always forget it does take away everything. Those two. That gets rid of that. And in my head, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 in. And I hope that we've got close enough. Oh, just. That was good. Go for a good couple of viruses there. Let's dive in here. The more viruses we have, the better it's going to be. So for me, this is simple. Hit what I wanted it to hit. I think I might be in trouble with this one. Let's do that. That. Now we're okay. So you have to think. Yeehaw! That was probably the longest way of going about doing it as well, but I don't care. Right. So I'm going to dive out again. Let's grab an exploit. I'm going to go straight into that with that sentinel, because look at how that will then disrupt everything. And then what I'm going to do is dive out. We're going to grab a Hydra and we'll stick that in there. And watch this go. Nice. Now, I'm trying very poorly, I think, to go for a 100% domination. You don't need to, obviously. But I just want to walk you through how this all works. And then that gone. And then that gone. And then I think we're going to get to there before we hit that one. Great. Oh, to be simple again. Okay, let's try a firewall. Oh, this has got several. This is literally the laziest way of going about it, but I just want to show you that it can be done like that. Oh, I hate myself for doing that level like that, but never mind. I just wanted to show you. Ooh, wow, this is a big... Ooh, hello. Right. First things first then. Can you see how that lights it all up? Very handy. I want because then we can dive in. I think. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, let's grab an exploit. Look, that removes a firewall from the root as well because everything is now weaker. Handy. Don't think we're going to be able to get everything in the remaining time, and that's kind of like your ooh, can I? But let's keep going. Perfect. Now obviously you can upgrade things like virus speed and stuff like that, which will make things much quicker for you to be able to attack various different bits and bobs. Several left, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm so used to doing circle for remove. This is where this problem is coming in. It is not necessarily the game's fault, it's my fault. Definitely going to mean that I don't. Sorry, this is definitely going to mean that I will not be particularly well in terms of... Alright, I want that one done. And the idea is that the remaining two go there and we'll get across. Let's see if this works. I think we're okay. Yes. See? Fine. Okay, so let's leave the route for now. Miss those types of levels.
Warning. 5 minutes remaining before tracing begins.
We're fine. Gone a bit? No, we're okay. I was like, have we gone Cavalier? But we're okay. Okay, we are quite... Oh, we're quite close to actually doing the whole lot. That's frustrating. We've only got 2 minutes left to go. I thought we was going to get it, but alas no. Right, so let's dive into the route. The route is always like the big finale, and it's made easier essentially by whatever you do beforehand. So this one actually is looking quite simple because of the amount that we did beforehand, so I can go straight from there to there actually. So that is the easiest route I've had to date because of the amount that I've done around the board. So 10 viruses, a worm, 5 hydras, 5 exploits. Download the data, get the hell out of there! And that is a level of Darknet, would you believe? So that upped our skill rating a little bit. 50 bounties currently available. we earn 18 BTC, which lets us look at upgrading something. But as you can see, we've not got enough BTC to be able to upgrade our viruses or anything like that. But you can start off with your starting funds, access to the deep web. So yeah, essentially you're accessing more difficult stuff as you go. So that is Darknet. I hope that was informative. I really like it. It's another great abstract strategy game that will make your brain go pop. So thanks for watching. You guys take care, and I'll see you again on High Playing Games. Bye for now.
This channel is just one of my many projects that cover games, music and film. If you enjoy any of these and would consider supporting me to develop further in the future, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/Satorimon. Thank you for your time and for watching the video.